who was Hunter Biden's former business partner. Let's listen to a little bit of what he said here.
It is clear to me that Joe Biden was the brand being sold by the Biden family. His family's foreign influence peddling operation from China to Ukraine and elsewhere sold out to foreign actors who are seeking to gain influence and access to Joe Biden and the United States government.
He also made some compelling statements now 3.5 years ago on the sidelines of that lone debate in Nashville. He did it again today, but the needle hasn't moved appreciably on this case since he originally said what he said.
Well, look, it's good to be with you. I will tell you that what's really moved is that we've been able to bring in all of the documentary evidence to support what Mr. Bobulinski has said. He also testified in hearing today that which basically discredits everything that Jim Biden said under oath and what Hunter Biden said under oath. And at the end of the day, what was clearly proven by the testimony to this point is that Joe Biden did know about what was happening. He was involved with the business dealings, and that they really structured everything to give Joe Biden plausible deniability. They didn't want Joe Biden on a text message or an email, but he did meet with Tony Bobulinski. He did meet with Yelena Baturina, and they were extensive meetings, not just a hi and saying, how's the weather, the way Jim Biden and Hunter Biden like to portray.
All right, so be that as it may, Congressman, there seems to be little argument that the Biden brand is what Hunter Biden, potentially Jim Biden, was selling as well. But where is the evidence of wrongdoing on the president's part, and how long can you continue this investigation without that evidence?
Well, first, we're going to continue the investigation to get all of the information. There are still financial records that we have not been able to acquire, that we have subpoenaed, we have requested, but we haven't gotten those yet. But already, look at what you already have right now. You have Hunter Biden, who was an unregistered foreign agent, was operating overseas during the time when Joe Biden was vice president of the United States. Just that alone is Joe Biden allowing his son to be an unregistered foreign agent, a violation of federal law. And so you have the situation where the former vice president, the current president, allowed his son and his brother to represent interests abroad without registering. Paul Manafort was thrown in jail for that. And Hunter Biden, they tried to give him a slap on the wrist. That's evidentiary piece number one. Number two, we've now proven that he did take money from foreign sources and that his family was acting as conduits for that money to conceal that fact from the American people. That is bribery from foreign sources. I think the question you're asking is, what's the next step for the House? We're going to continue our investigation to have all the evidence. We're not like the Democrats. We're not just going to jump to an impeachment with no information and no facts.
Yeah, my question actually was, where's the smoking gun? But, I mean, maybe down the road we'll see that. I want to ask you one other question quickly because it deals with the state of Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis, in an interview, suggested that the transportation system is up and running in the Sunshine State, and that if Haitians begin to land on Florida shores en masse, they may be quickly transported to other beaches in Martha's Vineyard. Do you support that?
I do. Look, the fact of the matter is what's happening in Haiti is yet another disaster of Joe Biden and his foreign policy. Late to the game, asleep at the wheel, not knowing what's going on, and catastrophe strikes. The people of Florida should not be left with the burden of migrants coming from Haiti because of Joe Biden's dereliction of his duty. So that needs to be spread around the country. If it's Martha's Vineyard, so be it. The bigger issue we are having is that because of Joe Biden's reckless border policy, you don't have room in the United States to take in people seeking asylum from Haiti because of the actual catastrophe there. Joe Biden's letting 10 million illegal immigrants into the country with no real cause, no real reason, and now the country is overwhelmed. This is Joe Biden's fault, and so we need to make sure in Florida that Florida is protected. So I agree with the governor and his stance.
All right, we'll keep watching that situation because Haiti is literally coming unglued. We expect that we'll see a lot of people trying to get out soon. Congressman Byron Donalds, great to